He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Rattler. Got his man. It's Warren. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out. And give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Kaplan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
One more time for Ward here, and he's got it again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go!
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And some strong running. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Let's go!
Operating from the gun. Travis. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. The Seahawks at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's into space past the 25.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. But turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. That's complete to Ward. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Kaplan flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year? And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Travis. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Travis. Catch is made by Hardman. Down inside the 10. And all the way in touchdown, Seattle. Mecole Hardman, 40 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing is Rattler.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Kaplan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Throwing to start the drive. Travis. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Operating from the gun, Travis. 2 yards, good enough for a first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Off play action. Travis. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Mecole Hardman halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
Odafe Oweh. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Back to throw. Caplet. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 1 second, all that remains.
The final shot before break. Caplet, a hit as he throws there, incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Second and 10. Warren will try the right side.
And he stopped immediately there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
60-6.
On the ground with a tight end. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
He's into space past the 25.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Mecole Hardman.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Operating from the gun, Kaplan. Oh, good move. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Looking to throw. Kaplan.
He's going to look deep here for Ward.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Back to throw. Kaplan.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
He's got daylight. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. 2nd and goal from the 1. Walker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Travis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. Kaplan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Kaplan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Travis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Stop below 18.
Looking to throw. Travis. Caught by Wilson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, ready.
They're going to try and throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Back to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. Kaplan. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Looking to throw. Kaplan. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. Big strides. Look at him go. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam. 58 yards. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And shedding through the tackle. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. And oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And they'll go on the ground.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Throw out wide to Walker.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Lions. Hut, hut.
On 4th down, Travis. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the tight end goes in motion left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Mecole Hardman.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Kaplan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Kaplan.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And finally, he's taken down at the 18. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Kaplan. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
To the right side, this is Walker.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Back to Walker on first down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
This a 2nd and 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
from 13 yards out.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Back to throw. Travis. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw. Kaplan. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
No problem there on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home